So as I said, I started out with the snapper mowers. I've got 2 of them running so far, and I just wanted to do kind of a general video of what I typically do whenever I get one out and inspect it before I start. Hopefully it will be of some use to some folks kind of looking at things. First thing I do, I just kind of inspect it overall, just to see, you know, this one's been used a little bit, which is kind of why I'm going to use this as an example. You know, just the hardware and everything, see if it's on there. If it's not, find the missing hardware I need to, and just look to make sure that nothing's broken stuff on it. As you can see, I'll clean out from under the deck a little bit. So for these I need these little wing nut type things, and then those nuts right there on the side, and these right here to attach the handle. I had them on both sides when I took it out, but I lost one of them, so I'm going to find that one. And like I said, I'm just looking to see if everything's there. So everything is pretty much here. I got the bag for it, and I can get a discharge sheet for it. So, you know, pull rope's not broken. Is there oil in it? Yeah, there's oil in it. It's clean. And is there gas in it? No. And I've got to get this napkin Kleenex type thing out of here, because I probably just use that to soak up the gas, just so it doesn't catch on fire. Who knows? Who knows why they do this? Different. It's not really a standard protocol, but there's a ton of tissues and stuff in here, so I got to get those out. And I'll get those tissues out. I'll find a bolt, and we'll continue on. So I got it all together here, and I just pull to make sure I have compression in it, and it does. It's a little hard to pull, but oil is good. Check the oil level. I'll do this here. So it's got compression, which is good. So probably just a carb issue on this one too. Typically, if the stickers aren't too stuck on there, I'll take them off. So just to kind of make it look a little better. Sometimes these are hard to get off if they've been on there a while. But yeah, so I'll keep on moving here, and we'll do what I'll do next is, since I know it's got compression and oil, I'll put gas in it and see what we can do. So the next step is simply just I bring it down here to the bottom, I put gas in it, make sure there's no leaks or anything like that. I got good fresh gas in it. And check the air filter too, why not? Air filter's fine. And I just pretty much come down here, pull it to see if it starts. And if it does, then great. If it doesn't, I'll keep, you know, looking. I'll spray some starter fluid in it and see if I can get it to kick over. And if I can get it to kick over, if it fires and runs, great. If it doesn't, I just take the carburetor off. So let's see what we have here. So here we either have one of two things, because as I don't know if y'all could tell in the video, but the mower was vibrating pretty good. We either have a bent blade or a bent shaft. And so I'm going to have to investigate this one a little bit further to see exactly what it is. And that would be taking the blade off, taking the blade key off, and taking this little cover off here. It's a couple bolts. It's holding it on somewhere right there and right there, and just seeing if the shaft is bent or if it's the blade. I have a bad feeling it's the shaft. I know I had to put a shaft in this one, but hey, luck of the draw sometimes, right? So let me get the blade off and just see what the condition of the shaft and all that stuff is. So I took off the blade like I said I was going to. And I'm looking at the shaft, and the shaft I can't eyeball it good enough, but honestly, the shaft does not look like it's, from my vantage point, it does not look like it is bent. Or if it is bent, it's bent so slightly that I can barely even see it. So it might just have a slight bend in it from what I can see. Might be able to hammer it back into place. I doubt it, but yeah, I can kind of see a little bit right there right now. It's just very, very, very slightly bent. I don't know if it's a manufacturer defect or what on this one, but I might see if I can just kind of straighten it back, because it's just barely off, I think. And I don't know if the blade had anything to do with it or anything like that, but I don't know if the blade key was on correctly. As you can see, looks like it was a little bit lopsided, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. This doesn't look too bent, so we'll keep working on it and see what we got. So yeah, like I said, I'll keep looking at the shaft. I'm not 100% sure it's bent, but I think it's slightly bent. Trying to eliminate these variables first. Might put them back on just real quick to see if that makes any difference. But yeah, so first two had really good luck. This one a little bit of trouble, but that is as to be expected. So I'm not really a big fan of trying to straighten shafts back out. I know I've already got to replace one on one mower, so I think I've got another one that I can use to replace this shaft on this one. It's just slightly bent, and I'm not going to sell a snapper like that. So you'll see this one in a future video, hopefully, but I just kind of wanted to show you all the process of what I do to get to just kind of look at lawnmowers and stuff when I get them out, just to kind of go through the process. So yeah, this one's going to need a shaft on it, so not too surprised there. I'll try out a blade real quick, but I don't think that'll do anything. If it does, I will tack on the end of this video, but if not, thank y'all for watching this one, and stay tuned for the next one.